Hi, I'm Ray.
And I'm Saren.
We're your Spider Baby hosts from To Know Her Is to Fear Her, a Spider-Woman podcast, as well as proud members of the collective.
You're listening to Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks. Enjoy the show!
This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
that those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Sector 2814, the Green Lantern Podcast. I am Phil, joining me as always, Master of the Core it is,
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
and Master of the Baby Watch.
Apprenticeship? No.
What?
I'm the master of nothing. I'm a master of being an apprenticeship hanger-on.
Okay.
Intern. Yeah.
I was thinking master of sleep deprivation training.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing. Stockpile some sleep while you can.
I should.
I thought, you said apprenticeship, out of my corner of my ear, I thought I heard friendship. I was like, what are you, like My Little Pony or something? Like, friendship!
I am, I'll be your friend. So.
All right,
There was a Transformers My Little Pony crossover. I have not read it, but I'm just in awe of the thought of it.
I know Charlie hasn't liked it. Yeah, I didn't read it. So, but yes, that is my subtle way of telling anyone wants to send in some kind of Macona My Little Pony fan art, please do. I will share it on social media.
Please, I will.
All right, so had some issues last week. Oh, did you guys watch last week's Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Yes, indeed.
I did. I did.
Quite the smashing episode, wasn't it?
Oh man. Jeez. I've heard of going out on your shields, but not someone else's shield. Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah.
I just love that scene where the Dora Milaje are just like kicking John Walker
man.
Lamar's butts, and Bucky's just standing there saying, "Oh, looking strong, John."
Yeah, he was pretty down on himself. They weren't even super soldiers. Yeah.
I love how they.
I kind of wanted Bucky to pick up his arm and put it in his other arm, and
I know that was funny. They just like shut down the arm, and like Sam's like, "Did you know they could do that?" It's like, no.
Yeah.
Man, they disarmed me.
Yeah.
And, and kids, if you didn't know not to take candy from strangers, Baron Zemo. That's all I gotta say.
That's right. Don't do it. Don't do
Turkish delights, irresistible.
And then he came back.
Get you all kinds of information.
I know. Then the second time, that candy must not have been good. The second time, he came back with money.
That's right.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I'm. Any thoughts on the Power Broker? I have a theory. I'm thinking it's Sharon.
Oh, you think so?
I think she's been on the run for the last couple of years, but she has her own satellite.
Yeah. I don't know. That just doesn't.
I don't know. It just seems like
unless she's undercover.
I guess. I mean, I think that's what they want you to think, but I don't know. It's just like they haven't. There's only 2 episodes left. They haven't shown the Power Broker yet, so I'm like, there's got to be something big. It's got to. Is it something
some big reveal?
And if someone says, and if someone says Zemo, I'm like, that just seems too obvious to me. If it's Zemo,
yeah, because he just
it would be kind of tough. It would be tough for him to manage from prison.
Prison,
right? Yeah.
And he destroyed everything that the Power Broker wanted. Well, all except one. You know?
What did you do, John? Well, I wonder.
Yeah. What did you do?
Although we never see him take it. I was going to say, did he have to go full insane? Couldn't he have taken half of that serum and given half to Lamar?
Yeah.
And then reach only half of crazy?
Yeah. That's crazy. And it makes sense, Battlestar... They would use Battlestar to, push him over the edge like that. That was,
that was interesting.
Yeah,
because in the comics they went straight up Batman and just like had his parents get killed.
Yeah.
But
hey, Big Green Lantern week last week.
Yes, that's right.
According to you.
Well, we got Green Lantern number 1 and Far Sector number 11.
Woohoo!
Because I think there's only one more issue of Far Sector. So it was a lot of climactic. Things are coming to a head, and she has to watch the charge on that ring. Because I guess it recharges itself, but it takes a while depending how much power she uses.
I don't know. I've only read the first issue. I need to get caught up as soon as I have some free time.
It was an earlier issue. I think it was something like she doesn't have a battery. It's like a different kind of ring where it'll recharge itself, but but sometimes it takes a while depending how much power she uses.
Oh, kind of like Kyle's used to be. The battery. The ring had kind of a gas tank. Set amount. Yeah.
That makes more sense rather than, I got to charge it every 24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, Russell, how dare you. Does Battlestar come back as Battlestar Galactica?
He gets upgraded, yeah.
I don't know whether to be disappointed in you, Russell, or disappointed in Kona for not getting there first.
Yeah, I didn't think, he could have gone cosmic like Spidey.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah, I saw a theory online. They're like, what if there's still some serum left, and they give the Lamar to heal him or something if he's not completely dead. But
that's what the leader of the Flag Smashers, she was trying to do for her adopted mother, I guess. Yeah.
But it's like, I'm like, don't these people realize it's like, you might save their lives, but you're going to drive your people crazy?
Yeah. True.
Again, everyone forgets those Vita rays.
That's right. They were kind of important.
That scientist was like, no clunky machines. Well, that clunky machines is part of what kept Steve Rogers sane.
Uh-huh. Well, and the fact that he's Steve Rogers, right?
Exactly. And there hasn't been one since, has there?
Says Zemo.
Oh, my Lord. So if we do get Thunderbolts, you think it's going to be Zemo or John Walker that starts it?
I think it depends on which Thunderbolts they're doing.
Yeah.
Right? If they're doing the, Busiek Bagley Thunderbolts, which is villains pretending to be heroes, it's got to be him.
Yeah.
If they're doing, government-sanctioned Avengers, which they already have, I don't see why they would do that, right? Because everybody works for the government at this point. So then they could do, him leading it, because that was what they did, what was it, post Civil War, I guess, in Thunderbolts.
Well, I said that would be like a neat way to fold in like some of those Netflix characters, like bring in Bullseye, bring in like Patsy Walker,
Yeah.
Just take people from some of those shows and make your own Thunderbolts. Oh my Lord, I see it now. They're going to put Typhoid Mary in there.
Wow.
There's their Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Who, if you haven't been reading Batman, he's basically like almost like a full-on member of the Bat family now.
Oh, really? Yeah. Didn't her book just relaunch?
Yeah. There was one
number
issue,
one.
Yeah, but I don't know, she's doing a lot there because she was like fighting Killer Croc at the beginning of it. But I guess she's like trying to atone for her past and stuff.
Cool.
She's popular, so you get to be a hero now.
That's right. It doesn't matter what you do if you're popular, right?
And Russell
Punisher had 3 books.
Russell said, Will, I started my Maelstrom reading.
Cosmos and Collision, man. Cosmos and Collision. That's the good stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, Green Lantern number 1, we got a bunch of Green Lanterns. I guess they kind of picked up on what Bendis was doing in Superman with they're trying to start a United Planets, almost like a federation.
Yeah, I was reading a little bit about that. The new writer said there's a United Planets in the Legion of Superheroes time, so have it start now and then have the Guardians have to interface with that. So that's actually a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, like I told you, Hal calls in the beginning, but yeah, he's really not there for...
Oh.
Yeah, because, some of the aliens are I guess there were some aliens who used to use magic. They're like, the Guardians locked up all the magic, because I guess they want to release the Starheart.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that goes way back. Actually, we'll get into some of that in Core Quarterly coming up, I think, right?
I think so. Yeah. So I wonder if that's going to be an excuse to bring in Alan Scott too.
Could be. Although I kind of forget what continuity we're in at this point.
Infinite
Which
Frontier.
Alan Scott are we talking about?
I was going to say anything can matter. Well, I think it's still, World War II, but now he's just a gay man.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I know. Yeah. And then, the Guardians want to examine Teen Lantern's gauntlet, and she's basically like, first I'm like, go take it off. No!
Make me.
Exactly.
Stop being such a teenager. It's literally in my name. Sorry.
Teenager. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, the one time me and Lilith were reviewing an early Spider-Man by Stan Lee, and he basically wrote teenager as teen/ager. So we're always like, teenager. Spider-Man. Teenager.
A teenager.
That's Stan. So hip. Oh, and yeah, sorry for all the Marvel news, kids, but did you see that link? I don't think it's hit the U.S. yet, but up in Canada, I guess that Quasar figures went up for pre-sale.
Oh, cool.
I did. Why do the Canadians get first dibs?
I know, Come on.
I mean, Quasar does have a bit of a Canadian haircut, so maybe that's
Quick, Conan, what's a Canadian band we could say his haircut modeled after?
Well, you could say, I can name a lot of Canadian bands, but I don't know with that haircut. But I feel like Nickelback is the butt of a lot of jokes. I don't think they have mullets. I don't know what Our Lady Peace looks like, and Crash Test Dummies has really long hair, so I don't think that'll work. Maybe if it was Blue Mask Suit Quasar, you could say the rapper Snow, Pride of Canada. But
I was going to say Crash Test Dummies. Let's think on about that.
Once there was a pre-order. It didn't go to America, and all the
But yeah, did you see the picture of the figure?
It looks good.
Got the interchangeable hands. Either the fist or I guess you get the flat palm for when he's flying. But I guess you could put is that supposed to be energy to go around his hands?
Yeah, I thought that was an energy effect of some kind.
But it looks like fire. I'm like, why don't they make that straight up yellow? Because it looks like there's orange in there. Like I said, it looks like fire.
But hey, a Quasar figure.
Exactly, a decent looking one, yeah. And now I'm just like, when I get it, or am I going to take it out of do you take it out of the box or leave it in the box? Will?
You have to take it out of the box. Not to, play with it, but to, examine it,
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Does it have interchangeable hands? That's been a new popular thing.
Yep.
Lately.
Like I said,
yeah.
Fists and the flat palm, yeah.
Yeah. Does it come with a quantum boxing glove?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, no, just two little, I guess, little energy things to go around the hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to put them in different poses. You got to take them out of the box.
Exactly. Totally.
I mean, it'll probably gonna be hard to find. I was gonna say unless you buy two, keep one in the box and take one out.
No, I've got to find 3 actually. One for me and one for each of the boys. So
that'd be so funny. Your kids are like, "Dad, you took it out of the box. What a loser."
Yeah, that's right. Duh. I had to examine it.
Hell. Oh my god! So yeah, we got that. We got the. If we're getting that Quasar figure, we need a Maelstrom figure. There's already Thanos figures out there.
Yeah,
Makari and Kismet.
Man, I missed the my favorite section of Wizard would be the homemade figures. And
oh yeah,
I'd love to see an angler.
Oh,
that is esoteric, man. That's awesome.
Esoteric. I saw somebody online here saying, "Oh, we got the Quasar. Now we need an Eon."
Ooh.
Oh, that would probably be a Build-A-Figure, wouldn't it? Just because he's so big.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's just like a big lump. So what kind of? How many parts could you get out of? Unless it's like the body, and then then you have like multiple faces. It's like here's a face.
Here's a face. Here's a face. Here's a face.
Get all 7.
Here's the top, bottom.
Get all 6 figures. Build the cosmic awareness.
That's right.
Oh my God! Yes, we need all the costumes. Come on, Marvel Legends. I'll have a little display back there, like little display cases. Each costume.
That'd be awesome.
Make it happen. Oh my Lord, Marvel boy.
Those are some awesome shorts. Awesome shorts.
Kayla. With a smart brand.
Yeah. That was weird.
So, reusable star brand. You could just like stick it to anybody.
Yeah. You just smack it on there.
Oh, he was smacking it on. All right. So, since Kono's got a bedtime, should we get to Green Lantern Corps Quarterly #1?
Sure.
Let's go.
All right. So, let me pull up the synopsis here. So Kona, had you read any of these before you read this one?
No, I'm not. This is all new to me.
Yeah,
cool.
Because I guess they did a few of these. Like Green Lantern did like 8 issues a quarterly, and then did Justice League do a few? Will?
I think so. Yeah, I think there was a Justice League quarterly. Superman had a quarterly book. Was it Man of Tomorrow or something? But it came out quarterly, and I think Batman had a quarterly.
Yeah, because like in the 90s, they fill out like those like every so often there'd be a fifth week. Yeah, they would throw those in there. But yeah, that's also going to say I'm surprised at this point Batman didn't have like a Batman quarterly or anything, but they eventually they got it to fill in that.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was called quarterly. It was called something. It was. I think Superman Man of Tomorrow was the quarterly. Yeah. Quarterly title, and I think I forget what the Batman one was.
Was that Batman? Was it Batman Chronicles or something?
That may have been it. Yeah, I think that may have been it.
Yeah, because a book almost every week for Superman and Batman wasn't enough. There was 4 weeks a year we missed.
You got to have those.
That's right.
Well, and this first story introduces something which I think is just the coolest thing ever.
Oh,
the Book of Oa.
Yes, because
reintroduces it. So yeah, I mean, what did you think of that, Matt? I mean, I love that concept.
Yeah, I did too. Like I didn't realize it was so literal, and I like the fact that they said you could read it, or I forget how they phrased it, but they said if you were like true of mind, you could just know it. And I would love that. Not that I don't enjoy reading, but I find myself buying books that I want and not have enough time to read them is fast enough to consume them. So if I was like a true GL and could treat the Book of Oa or treat some of my book collection like the Book of Oa, man, I would feel real good.
That would totally rock.
Yeah, it was a nice little framing device for those other stories because it's like, that's that first part with them all going to the Book of Oa. The title is the Book of Everything.
Yeah, that's a good point. It kind of sets up the anthology aspect of the quarterly issue.
And if I remember right, wasn't it? Why can I never remember Hal's? Who was Green Lantern before Hal?
Avin Sur.
Why can I not remember that? Anyway, I'm tired. I'm tired too. But
yeah, solidarity.
Didn't Avin Sur go to the Book of Oa, which is what led him to having a ship and finding out about? Because there's that great Alan Moore story from like Green Lantern 180 something that I remember. It says, your successor will be the greatest Green Lantern ever. Blah blah blah. And they talk about the Blackest Night and all those things that we got to see Jeff Johns build out of Rebirth.
Well, when you think about it, in the 90s, Hal Jordan was basically Anakin Skywalker. He'll bring balance to the Force, but then he basically just destroys the core for like a decade.
For a decade, yeah.
But no, I'm trying to remember. Am I imagining this? But was it in Emerald Dawn, the first one. Didn't they? Was it there or another one? I thought they said Abensur was in a ship because what's his face in the yellow was coming after him. So it's like, since the ring would be powerless against yellow, that was part of the reason he was in a ship.
So that was part of that. And I think in the original Alan Moore story, it was that his ring would fail him at some point, which is why he started flying a ship. But then they, retconned it maybe, or it may be both reasons, at that point. Who knows?
Just them trying to explain why Green Lantern was in a ship in that first issue.
Yeah, since none of them ever really used ships, but whatever.
But yes, speaking of the Book of Oa, yes, we have a Book of Oa Facebook group. So yes, if you love Green Lantern, go. Hey, we're over 200 people in that group already. So
very cool.
Last couple of days, it's been heating up for some reason. I think once you hit like a certain number, people are like, "Oh, hey, this is there must be something going on here." There's a couple hundred people there. Here, I'll give you an exact count. We're at 230 members as of this recording.
Sweet.
Yep. Yeah, because I think a lot of times it seems like people go to those groups more than like the actual like Facebook pages. So when you people say, "Why do you make groups?" But yeah, the synopsis for that one is just how Jordan leads the Corps into Oa to witness the Book of Oa. How and the others read some of the stories involving the deeds of every Corps member, past and present. Yeah,
one of them toward the end there is kind of important as it decides who's going to be on Earth, right?
Yep. Got to tease that 25. That's right. But yes, then the first story that I guess read is laying down the law.
Yep.
I was going to say. Oh. Yeah, a new recruit is sent to clean up the criminal hotspot. Garnet. Pathivim Seth Arak is quickly killed, finding out too late about his ring's yellow weakness.
Shouldn't that have been like day one of training? I mean,
don't those rings talk at this point? Or is like, oh hey, we might want to avoid there's something yellow.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Can you imagine if one of the stories they read was Hal getting hit over the head with that yellow lamp? Guy Gardner would be like, I love that one.
Let's read that one again.
So yeah, that guy gets killed really quick. The ring is sent to Jack T. Chance. Chance makes progress, but is quickly recalled to Oa for his violence. Chance defends his actions, saying no one else wants the job. The Guardians reluctantly agree because it's the 90s, sending him back in the hopes that he can do some good.
Wait, and you know why it's the 90s?
What?
Because he's wearing a trench coat.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's violence and a trench coat. Yes. So,
and a nice Green Lantern symbol on his trench coat. He's not wearing no uniform.
And you see that pin on it? Did you see that pin on his jacket too?
Oh, yeah.
It says Gnort off.
He kind of looks like a deranged combination of Captain Planet and Lobo for some reason. That's what I think of. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that they wanted their anti-hero Green Lantern. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait a few weeks. So Conan, is this the first time you read Jack T. Chance?
It is. Yeah, it was my first exposure to him. I mean, he seems to fit pretty good on Planet Hellhole. It kind of reminded me. I got some like Toxic Avenger and some Heavy Ninja Turtles vibes from the artwork and some of the characters he encountered.
So what are your thoughts?
Yeah,
they
were over the top, weren't they? Just a little bit. Would that guy have 3 arms, one up on top of it, or something weird?
Yeah. A lot of cyborg prosthetics and stuff like that. I like the tease at the end. The end for now. Like let's see where this goes. I'm in for. I hope I assume that he comes up again in the quarterlies. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean he'll be around every so often. Until issue 50.
Yeah.
Did he come back at some point during the Kyle run? Or I may be misremembering.
I don't think.
That
I mean, after Rebirth, I think he makes an appearance. But
okay, cool.
I mean, there's like a bar in like one of the early cow issues. But yeah, I don't think it's Jack Chan. Well, I guess we'll find out. But yeah, this planet is this like the planet of literal stuff because the bar is called the Den of Iniquity.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Just those guys playing cards, the ones like literally like drooling pink stuff on the table.
Go fish.
Go fish. So yeah, I was gonna say, think this issue's worth any money? Yeah, it's the first appearance of Jack T. Chance. I love the Guardians. Like, you're too violent. Well, who else are you gonna send?
That's right.
Oh my god, can you imagine they tried to assign Guy to that sector?
Actually, that might not be such a bad idea.
I know, like, why would they do that? That's why I think the Guardians wanted those two to fight. Is just like, yeah, send Guy. Like, hey, we need somebody to clean this up. But again, we needed a Guy Gardner book, so
Yeah,
that's true.
They wanted a guy with no history, I guess.
A guy with no history.
Well, I meant Jack T. Chance, but yeah.
And I'm reading on this, let's see, DC database page.
Yeah.
It says, Chance is the only Lantern to be reprimanded by the Guardians more times than Guy Gardner.
wow. Yeah, I'd love to see a clash or a team up of those two.
And that's the thing. Even when he was a Green Lantern, even when he got that yellow ring, I mean, we never really got a team up between. I mean, unless it was later on that the Guy Gardner book I didn't read yet. But it's like we never got like a team up of Guy and Jack T. Chance, did we?
No,
I'm surprised. Those two.
It'd have been too much toughness. We couldn't have handled it.
Too much dude, man. All right. So should we get to the next one?
You bet.
All right, so the synopsis for "And I Shall Shed My Light." Following a lead, Alan Scott chases down a group of neo-Nazis while recalling his superheroic life. After defeating the villains, he heads home to his wife, Molly Maine Scott, and recharges his battery, something Molly takes great pleasure in witnessing.
It was in the story. Yeah.
I know.
She gets a real charge out of him getting that charge.
There's my boy.
Nice.
So, I mean, yeah, again, this is post-crisis, so yeah, the Justice Society was from World War II. Unlike pre-crisis when they were, on the Earth.
And this is after they'd returned in the JSA miniseries, and then they got their own book, which lasted like a year, I think, or 10 issues, something like that.
They're stuck in limbo or whatever. Yeah, because remember issue 19, they were looking for Alan Scott, but now he's back.
But this story's mostly recap, and he beats up some neo-Nazis, which is cool. Always punch Nazis.
But yes, the trivia, the flashback depicting the JSA battle against Ian Carcole also establishes that All-Star Squadron Annual 1, number 3 is canonical in the post-crisis continuity, but of course excluding the Earth 2 versions of Superman, Batman, and Robin.
Okay. Crisis, pre-crisis, post-crisis. I'm a nerd. I mean, deep nerdery, okay? But
no,
I could never.
The hell would you say?
I could never make all that stuff work.
I know.
I just couldn't.
Well, basically, Crisis was basically like they tried to squeeze everyone into one universe, and then any multiples they had, they basically just killed off.
Yeah, it just. Yeah, and then they got rid of the reason for the Legion of Superheroes existing, and just caused so much. And then the Hawkman.
Oh well, Jeff Johns tried to cover that with the reincarnation, but yes, Legion of Superheroes. Oh, it's all because of Superboy. Then John Byrne's like, there never was a Superboy, and it's like, all right, well, the Time Trapper just made a bunch of crap up.
That's right.
Pocket universe. All right, so. Maddie, what do you think of Alan Scott?
Well, I was familiar with with old Alan before, from the other ones. Take taken a page or a reference out of Will's book about always punching Nazis.
Yes.
I enjoy that. I'm very against Nazis, so that was that was good. I mean, I think like the placement in the book, like right after Jack Chance, was a little bit jarring, you know, because this is someone. Would this be considered Bronze Age Green Lantern, or is that too?
Well, it's.
I don't know. I know it's kind of like thrown in as a flashback, but
it's kind of a flashback that didn't happen.
But it's right, but it's that style, right?
Yeah.
You know, like that era.
I just wonder if they wanted the contrast too, because it's like, oh, look how many different kinds of lanterns we have. We have this bad boy, we have the classic hero, you know.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was getting at. You know, he's wholesome. He's got a steady marriage, and he's talking about great accomplishments with real world consequences and tie-ins. You know, not really space aliens. You know, we went from these really zany creatures to bad people under the control of Hitler, you know, so it was all right, you know. I think I enjoyed it more than I would if just a glanced at it, you know. I might be like, I don't know, I think the costume's too much with the pants and the purplish mask, and
it was designed in the 40s.
Yeah, right, exactly. You know, like sometimes you would see, whether it's artwork or like a TV show when you were a kid that looks old, so you almost automatically like dismiss it outright. You're like, well, I'm probably not going to like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you would be wrong, you know, if you actually just gave it a chance. But it's so different than the speed of things that you're used to. So that might have been my initial reaction. But yeah, I thought it was decent enough.
Well, that's
thanks for the setup, man. So we should give it a Jack T.
Oh. I was going to say, but that doesn't work with current continuity, because I'm like, come on, a gay man would have better fashion sense than that. Come on.
Right.
It's true.
Yes. Yes.
Russell said Ian Carkle would play a big role in Obsidian's heel turn.
More wrestling talk from Russell. Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
But, because eventually, well, after one or two girlfriends, Cal Rayner, I mean, we'll be getting Jade for a while, because Cal Rayner dated Jade for a while. Mm-hmm. Alan's daughter.
Yep. Which brings him into the book kind of semi-regularly, right? You know?
Yeah, then there's like a little, 3-issue miniseries closer to 100.
Yeah.
Cal Rayner first meets Jade in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. All right, should we get to the next one? I know Kona's chomping at the bit for the next story.
Oh, I'm chomping at the collar. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's the bone. Sorry.
Well, I have Will saying it. Thank you.
He gives me his bone. He gives me his bone.
So yes, that's right. Next one. Neither a lender, Gnort, a borrower be. Gnort returns to Earth to find his stuff has been thrown out by the Justice League.
No. His room has just been moved to the dumpster.
That's true. Yes.
That's what he thinks anyway.
He recruits a street girl he dubs Sax Girl to be his sidekick. Together they defeat a trio of villains. All right. Thoughts on this one?
Well, Gnort always delivers.
Slapstick.
I mean, his obedience school references, his bowl of food falling on him, hijinks in a florist truck, watching dog TV shows, a la Lassie. And I thought he said something about like every 3 years. I thought dog years were every 4 years, but maybe they're different with intergalactic dogs. But
I thought dog years were 7.
I thought it was 7. Yeah.
oh, right, yeah. But I think he said 3. I don't know.
Well, again, yeah, his people maybe. Yeah,
He says the word poop at one point. It's
I know.
yeah. If you gotta act like poop, I'm gonna treat you like poop.
He tries to scoop him up. That's right.
Oh man, yeah.
I love how he finds his certificate from the exclusive prep school. Jean insisted he attend the Captain Strongheart Obedience School.
Yeah. And the power of the saxophone, it's just so strange. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that's both a strength of the core quarterly book, over the 8 issues, as well as a weakness of it, because you go from one end of the spectrum to the other spectrum, of the type of stories that are in there, because it's just all over the place. There's nothing really uniting them except some connection to Green Lantern.
I mean, I kind of like that, they're catching up with Green Lanterns, and it's like, we're not going to, throw just some random stuff in the regular book and, slow stuff down, especially, now Hal, John, and Guy are getting their own books, so.
Yeah.
They so wanted Gnort to be a thing.
They did. They kept trying, and they tried.
I'm trying to remember, did Gnort lose, I don't know, what happened to Gnort? Did he lose his ring before Emerald Twilight, or, because, he doesn't show up for Emerald Twilight. What? Did they ever say where he was
I don't remember. I'll have to do some research on that.
Yeah, because I just remember, he's not in Emerald Twilight, so. Unless it was in unless it's in a later issue of Quarterly. I don't know. Yeah, because I know he's going to be in the number 2, so. See, poop jokes pay off. All right, so any other thoughts on Gnort?
I don't know. I mean, it almost seems like a threat at the end when it says, "And so it begins."
Yeah.
Especially with the end of the issue promoting, Mosaic and the Guy Gardner one. Is there going to be a Gnort book? I don't know.
I just wonder if maybe that was their attempt to sell this book. It's like you were saying, Matt, so many different, Jack T. Chance is so different from Alan Scott. Gnort's so different than both of them. So
yeah,
just throwing in however many different flavors they could, just hoping to hook somebody at least on one of the stories so they come back every.
Excuse me, sorry. Gnort shows up and hangs out with Larfleeze. I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's after Rebirth, yeah. Larfleeze, the only Orange Lantern. Oh, Lord, look at Russell. We got Will on Tomes next week. Phil the week after. That just leaves Kona.
Yeah.
Kona's on Baby Watch.
Gotta collect the whole set, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, Matt's on Baby Watch. Maybe go after a little Hellfire.
Yeah.
He says, "You see, am I the only one that will want a new Alan Scott ongoing?" I'd read that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Or hey, I'm waiting for another JSA book.
Yeah,
It's a classic JSA.
You know what? James Robinson did a JSA book a long time ago, right? So, decade ago. And nobody else has really gone back to the JSA since then, have they?
I mean, after New 52, they kind of did a version. They were all younger, but it was on Earth 2, so.
Oh, okay.
But now I think they're back, on the regular same Earth, so. But yeah, again, Dr. Manhattan messing everything up.
Yeah.
They so want this fold out Watchmen stuff in as Alan Moore's trying to put a voodoo hex on them. Man, he sticks by his guns, though. From what I hear, I don't think he cashes those checks. Or they try to give him royalties, man. He don't cash them.
Yeah. I think one of the things that's making the rounds again is his proposal for Twilight of the superheroes, which has been making the rounds since the 90s.
I thought they said they were going to put that in some project. They were going to put out some oversized book or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they did. I'm not sure what it was though.
Was it like another, the works of Alan Moore, like all his bunch of his DC work, and then
I think so, yeah. Which has got some great Green Lantern stuff in it, For the Man Who Has Everything. He's just done some brilliant DC work. Swamp Thing is awesome.
But he doesn't. He doesn't want. He doesn't want to deal with modern comics, I guess.
Yeah, and who can blame him? I mean,
well, I think he said he's like, it's too dark now. He's like, especially like Batman and stuff, and
and that's one of the reasons that I think he really wanted to do, the ABC Comics line, with Tom Strong and Promethea and Top 10 and Tomorrow Stories. I mean, those are just all, kind of more positive and not grim, dark, like a lot of stuff has been.
Yeah, because I think I read somewhere he said like he blames himself, like he blames the Killing Joke for turning Batman as dark as he is. I'm like, you got help from Frank Miller.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Although Frank Miller wasn't that bad, but anymore he's going off the rails. Any other thoughts, or should we get to the next one?
I think the next one. Yep, I'm ready for the next one.
The synopsis for Whatever Happened to Arisia. Arisia recounts her life, remembering her time with the Corps and how she artificially aged herself to be with Hal Jordan, which Lilith Hellfire and I talked on Boob Windows and Long Boxes #1. So go check out the Patreon. After barely
I think, wasn't this retcon to be that, she may have only been 13 years, but that's their years are like 10 Earth years, so she's like 130 or something.
Physically, she was a teenager, but mentally, she was more like 28. Yeah,
But it still, I mean,
it's part of the whitewashing we got of Hal Jordan after Rebirth.
Yeah. Whatever spin you try to put on it, it's still not cool.
Exactly.
Not a good look at all.
After
no matter what retcons you try to apply.
He's always like, you're too young. The minute she ages her body up with that ring, man.
Yeah.
It's literally all over. After barely escaping a collapse at the Green Lantern Citadel, she heads out in her car. Deep in thought, she wrecks her car and lands in the hospital. Shortly afterwards, she leaves the hospital close to a breakdown.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot here except recap, right?
Well, yeah, because I guess that Citadel, she was in the Citadel while it was like getting knocked down in JLA 33.
Mm-hmm. But it does leave a nice little opener, with Guy and Hal kind of verbally sparring there at the end, right?
Yeah. But basically, Arisia remembered her time with Hal, and then I became a model.
Yeah.
Oh my God! How hasn't Hollywood made that story yet? A teenage girl gets aged up and becomes like the world's like most famous supermodel. How have you not done that yet? I read that. I'm just like, that sounds like a Hollywood,
That's a true Hollywood story right there.
It's like Tom Hanks and Big, except you just do it. You take a girl.
I'd like to read more Bod magazine, if possible. Maybe that'll be in a future issue. It'll just be her excerpt. Are aliens better built?
Yeah.
I know. It's just that the depressing text box. And besides, when you've got a pretty face and bod, most people don't care if you have a brain.
Yeah.
So I learned how to not have a grown-up brain and get away with it. Yeah, you and Trump, honey.
Not one of the better entries into this issue.
Well, I mean, they kind of do the recap because he gets hit on the head and I guess having partial amnesia and tries to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she gets hit by a truck, literally. But yeah, then she wakes up in the hospital. Her agent's there. I can't work for you. I'm only 13. So yeah, she runs out of the hospital. I need my mom. I need my boyfriend. I need Hal. So again, that gets the big old Hal and Guy confrontation because Hal's like, I'll find her when I get back to Earth. Guy, when you get back to Earth. Yes, JSA is the best, Russell. Phil always picks books where someone gets hit by a bus. Well, yeah, there's the best stories. Hey, come on. This is an interesting story. She's hot, and she looks like she got hit by a bus.
Because she did get hit by a bus. Nice.
So, any thoughts on Arisia?
I thought it was kind of cool. A very different tone than the last few. And I don't know. It's so unusual, but I always thought it was fun whenever they would. I know this isn't like a swimsuit issue, but like when Marvel did that, I never felt it was like a, even though I was a kid reading it, I was like, that's kind of cool. I never thought like, oh yeah, that's scandalous, but it's always kind of funny to see super people as sort of doing normal things, especially because I've read so many comic books in the summertime. Like I definitely associate reading comics as a kid with going to the beach with my family, not wanting to sit on the beach or go into the freezing cold ocean of Maine. So I would just go downtown and get a bunch of comic books.
Pick up some Teen Beat magazine. I listened to your I heard.
No, I would get those at the supermarket, but downtown it was all about comic books. So
downtown.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, oh yeah, you were talking about summer. Yeah, in June, everyone stay tuned. All of our DC shows are going to do a crossover. We're going to be doing the Eclipse.
That's like an annual.
Yeah. Yep. Like we'll be doing Green Lantern 1 here, but at all of our other shows, Nightwing News, We Are the Night, the Batman podcast. Yeah, and then Comic Capers will be doing the Flash stuff and some Justice League ones. So yeah, so stay tuned. I know Russell said he was already buying comics for it. So you better
and this did come out in the summer of '92. So there we go.
Yep,
like a lot of annuals. So.
And then on our Spider-Man, and then also in June, on our Spider-Man and Daredevil podcast, we're going to be doing the Atlantis Attacks annuals for Spider-Man and Daredevil.
Oh, nice.
I remember those. Very fondly. I have the omnibus back over there, actually.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, even if they're out of order, maybe like every June or something, maybe for a while, we'll try to do some annual crossover of the annuals, like we got back in the 90s when we were kids. Well, when me and Conan were kids. Sorry, Will.
Evolutionary War, sorry.
Oh. That last part was the best.
I see your Atlantis attacks and raise you an Evolutionary War.
I want to get there someday. Gwen Stacy's clone, High Evolutionary, that ragtag team of Avengers in the Avengers issue. But you'd have to hit it. What if number 1? What if the Avengers lost the Evolutionary War?
Yeah. We're talking to Mr. What If right here now.
What if? I can't wait for that animated series to come out. It's probably be all MCU stuff. All right, enough with the plugs. So anything else, or should we get to the next one?
Forward. Let's move it on.
Move along.
6th story. On a faraway planet, war envelops a planet. The Guardians long ago sent an emissary into the void, separating this star system from the others. Captain Sisko? That's for you, Conan. A Green Lantern lands just before his long lifespan is to expire and gives his ring to a young woman, Shilandra Thane. She uses her powers to try and stop the war ravaging her planet. Unfortunately, she is too late. A massive missile strike leaves her the only person alive. She vows to use her newfound powers to prevent this tragedy from occurring elsewhere. And of course, this is her first appearance. It doesn't say only appearance. I guess I'm assuming she shows up in quarterly again. Again, I think I've only read like the last couple quarterlies. I
don't remember for sure. But I thought it was interesting because we don't really know.
Yeah, she's a brand new character. It's like,
she's a brand new character, but she may have been, this may have been a million years ago or 100,000 years ago. We don't know when or where. But supposedly it took a long-lived lantern, his entire life to get to where she is, which I think is kind of cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope he had like a solitaire deck on his trip or something.
Yeah.
So basically, her and Chance are the only two new lanterns we get in this. Everyone else is like already been established.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it kind of bookends the issue.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like the kind of sci-fi nature and the fact that it's space, but it's sort of timeless. The artwork, I was a little like kind of hot and cold on. I don't know. I liked like the scenery artwork more than really like the characters stuff a little bit. Like there were some cool splash pages, but I don't know. Something seemed a little off. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that was Paul Gulacy, I think on the art. And Doug,
Gulacy.
I think it was written by Doug Minch. I don't know how to pronounce his.
Oh, that's right. Doug Mensch wrote this. Oh, yes. You know, one of the early writers on a certain character. You know, Moon Knight.
Batman. Sorry.
That's just a really nice package. Batman.
Oh, if anyone wants to tune in live this Sunday at 8 a.m., me and Ray, we're doing our swap where Lilith is going to host Into the Night, and I'm making Ray do a Batman story. So
Nice.
History in the making, kids.
Batman.
I mean, I kind of agree with Matt on this. It does have kind of a timeless sci-fi quality to it, and it seems more hardcore sci-fi than anything else in this issue. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
But yeah, I mean, I know what he's saying about the art too, because I don't know if it's like a little too much inking on this, because at certain points, like it looks like she's almost in shadow a lot. I don't know if that's intentional, but yeah. Because I've seen this artist. I think maybe on some Batman stuff, and
he did the Deadly Hands of Kung Fu at Marvel. I think back in the late 70s, maybe.
Oh, this artist.
I think so, along with the writer. I think they were both on.
I was gonna say I know Mensch did Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, but yeah. I was gonna say I don't think I noticed all these shadows in his Batman work unless it was just it's Batman and there are gonna be shadows.
And I think he was doing something. Was there a cyborg in Marvel Comics Presents? Not Deathlock. I think the artist did that. He had something in Marvel Comics Presents early on. I think I don't remember what it was though.
Maybe I don't know. I've been meaning to read those because I think they put a bunch of those Marvel Comics Presents on the Marvel Unlimited app. So,
cool.
Yeah, I've been wanting to read a bunch of those. So any other thoughts on this story?
No, I got nothing else.
Again, there's like not a ton because like all these stories are only a couple pages each, so it's not like a huge in-depth story.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of setup. They do a lot of setup work, and we don't really get.
Oh yeah, especially for
much more than that.
Especially for the new characters. Yeah.
But hey, look, it was a 64-page bonanza of comics, and it cost what?
$250.
$250. Wow.
It's basically what twice twice the size of a comic at the time. Yeah, $2.50. I wish. Wait a second, Russell. You're going to send me a Batman drop for Ray? I thought you already sent me your Batman drop. See what happens when you send in feedback.
Sausage Man. Sausage Man.
Unless you have more, Russell, I'm willing to torture Ray. But yeah, then it's just like the last page of this issue, you just get all the plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, we got to rebuild the core and do this and that. And it's like, then Hal's talking about John. So it's like Siege Green Lantern Mosaic on sale. Currently on sale, Will. So see, it comes before 25.
Yeah, you're right. But at the end it says Green Lantern 25 next week.
I know, but Mosaic #1 is now. And you and I, Guy, we have our own business to work out. So again, Green Lantern 25 on sale next week, and Guy Gardner 1 just a few weeks later. Again, is that like spoiling the end of that fight? It's just like, hey, Guy's gonna have his own book. I wonder who leaves the Green Lantern Corps.
Maybe, I don't know.
Boy, that was, oh my God, can you imagine? Just if like a guy won and got his own book?
Yeah, then what?
Boy, they're really rubbing it in your face, Will. They're like, how lost, huh?
And he's going away. No.
But yeah, and then next issue, more Alan Scott, more Gnort, more Green Lantern, and the debut of the history of Sector 2814.
Cool.
So yes, they've promised us at least more Gnort and Alan Scott.
Yeah, Gnort.
Gamor Gnort.
So please have some Gnort. But yeah, I guess, because I think issue 2 has the same thing. Yeah, Alan Scott and Gnort kind of has, on
Priority.
the left side there, yeah.
Recurring. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember. At some point, yeah, that disappears. Probably closer to the end. All right. Oh, Lord. Just say Sausage Man is going to meet his arch nemesis. Okay. Poor Ray. All right. So, anything else on this issue, gentlemen?
No, I like the art, the colors at the very beginning for the most part. The last story, I had to make criticisms about the character art, but for the most part, it was pretty solid. So,
lots of Green Lantern goodness.
Yeah, lots of lore.
Oh. All right. I'm just going to pull up the schedule and double check, but I'm pretty sure Mosaic is next week. The first 4.
Yeah, I know. I'm just giving you.
Yeah, I know. I just want to make sure I'm giving out right information to. Got me all paranoid, Will.
That's my job.
Good job, sir.
And I'm really, really curious. Well, I'm curious about a couple things. One, does Mosaic hold up as well as I remember it? Because I remember it being just almost mind blowing. And maybe it's not that at first. Maybe it gets, I just don't remember. But I'm really curious to see Matt's take on it.
I was going to say,
it's so unlike.
Get to see it through the fresh eyes of Matt Kona.
Yeah.
But next week, Green Lantern Mosaic 1 through 4, and then in 2 weeks, Green Lantern 25.
Nice.
Yep. And then in 3 weeks, Ganthet's Tale.
That's been a long time since I've read that. I'm looking forward to rereading that.
By John Byrne.
Mm-hmm. With concepts by Larry Niven, sci-fi author.
Yep. All right. So send us your thoughts on all of those, kids. I know some of these are hard to track down, but please. Email us, capesandlunatics@thegmail.com. Well, no, there's no that there. gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Sector 2814 on Facebook, on Twitter. Like I said, go join our group, Book of Oa on Facebook. We're already at 230 members. Let's give Ray another over 1,000 threat to into the night. So yeah, find all links to all those, links to all the social medias for all our shows, links to this YouTube. You can see Matt Kona's baby face, links to their Patreon, links to merch, links to everything, all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And please remember to support our sponsors, Tweaked Audio and Hunt to Killer. Use the code Southgate for a discount on both of those. And then go pick up Pod Life the book, now in digital and paperback. Audio version coming soon. I sent my audio in, so.
Oh.
That's right. It's going to be an audio version. So, go pick that up on Amazon. And when you do, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help us support this show, the network, and that blue man himself, Rob Master Doom Southgate.
Make it rain, so says Master Doom.
You're weak sauce. I get so much right.
All right, Matt Kona, where can people find you and send you emergency baby supplies?
You can find me at work. You can find me online between shifts at Matt Kona. MATTKONA. Shifts of work. Shifts. I would have said poop. I'm Gnort.
No, I was like, what is he doing online? I don't know.
Yeah.
If you want to see, if you want Matt Kona to dance for you, yes. All right. Will Allred, Master of the Quantum Zone. Where can people find you when you're not handling packages?
You can find me at Walred. That's at WALLRED. Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all those places. You can also find my latest work, Crossover Division, which is shipping now from the Kickstarter. So you guys have packages that are in the mail as we speak. They're hurtling towards you at high velocities. Sounds kind of cool.
I'll put it in my mail.
Also, Diary of Night, which is with art by Gene Gonzalez. That's a book from a while back at diaryofnight.com. So crossoverdivision.com or diaryofnight.com. And then I'm in the company of some pretty amazing Quasar fans here. So there's all kinds of really good stuff at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org if you like Quasar.
Oh, yeah, boys. You look at the party. I love the party.
And if anyone wants to send us some of those Quasar figures, please feel free.
Yeah, any Canadian listeners, come on.
We'll make it worth your while. All right. Thanks, everyone. Come back next week. Green Lantern Mosaic 1 through 4. And then, we've been threatening it in 2 weeks. Green Lantern 25. 25 issues away from the Emerald Twilight. Counting it down. That's all right. We got some good stuff in the middle. We got that Flash crossover.
Yep. But then it does starts dragging. It does.
Well, yeah.
One of the reasons we get Emerald Twilight, right?
All right, kids. Come back next time. Remember, stay out of the dumpster.
Hi, I'm one of the High Priests of Khonshu Ray, and I have the sacred privilege of providing you, the loony listener, with a podcast honouring Marvel's very own Moon Knight. So join me and a host of others at Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or support the show by becoming a Patreon member. Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast. It's time to get your Khonshu on.